there, welcome in everyone. Thought I'd come on and do a twin flame reading. It is the 6th of July 2025. We have the 7-7 twin flame portal tomorrow. It's a Sirius portal, Sirius, because we are aligned, our sun and earth are aligned with the great central sun, our spiritual sun. So, always a very potent, energetic time for everyone on the planet, but this year in particular, we have just gotta. I don't know if that helped at all or not, but I feel like a little off balance here. We have Uranus changing signs tomorrow for the first time in 8 years, and for the next 8 years, we're going to be in Uranus in Gemini. So a lot of fast forward energy, Gemini being an air sign. I feel, I've heard a lot of people, I'm trying not to really dip into in what other people are saying, but sometimes it does come across my feed. Some are saying that Uranus is going to be quite a destructive, and Uranus is about destruction, right? It's shock and awe. It works with like the Tower and Pluto, and it breaks everything down, and but it doesn't always have to be doom and gloom and all that, right? So I feel from what I'm picking up is it's going to be very fast moving energy, very quick-witted thoughts, very direct communication, no more messing around, no more settling, no more allowing other lower energies to be your playground is what I'm hearing. So it's choosing a new playground, I guess I can say. So whatever that means for whatever, whoever. But so I do want to share a visual that I received in meditation the other day. So things can be messy, which, well, look at what we're seeing on the outside stage right now, right? People can say things are a wreck, right? Or people can say things are just falling together or falling apart so something new can come together. I feel it's going to be all in how we view it, as it usually is anyway, but this visual reminds us that it can be messy, but there's a surprise at the end. There's a Uranus energy at the end. So I'm just going to read what I wrote. I wrote, trust the process. Even in chaos, the new timeline is forming. So the most amazing and brilliant vision that was just given to me by Spirit, I wrote all this down, so I'm going to read through it. It's a visual of me doing a collective reading, like I'm doing now, but I was shocked and stunned and elated at what I was seeing as the cards were all coming out. And when they were laid out, they had me lay them out in a circle. This is in my vision, right? So I get up, and I get up to take a picture. I'm seeing myself get up out of my chair to take a picture with my phone so I can post it to my community page so you all can see the cards. And I may, depending on how this comes out, I may do that here. Who knows? But it was purposeful so you can see what I'm seeing, or hopefully see what I'm seeing, because everyone's going to see it in a different way, the perception, right? All the cards but one were yuck, anger, frustration, lower vibrational energy, the old programming stuff, right? The mental madness, the sadness, the grief, the greed, etc. I could just keep going on. Pettiness, separation. Okay, let's keep going on. All but one card. And I don't know how many cards were around, and they were, I want to say they weren't in a circle, but the circle was filled in with all these other cards. I, I think it's how I'm remembering it. But that one card was in the middle. How it all laid out, there was one card in the middle, and it was us. It was you. It was me. It was a card of light, a card of hope, a card of love, a card of new beginnings, soul alignment, all in one card. Want to know what that card was? It was a sun card. The sun card. That's showing me that by holding our light, being the lighthouse, being the guide, being the light, being the light worker, the whatever, however you see yourself, when all this shit show is going on around us, right? That's what we're meant to be doing. And I feel that the twin flame union, inner union, in many counterparts, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, because it's not like all the other crap was dimming that sun. That sun was like right in the middle of the table. And it's, you know, it's things can be messy, but they don't have to be messy for us. We can still shine, we can still raise our vibration, we can still eat clean, we can, or eat however our bodies are asking us to eat. We can still follow and choose light, love, peace, liberty, and justice for all. Choose chaos around us. We are the anchor, we are the light, we are steady and strong. Be unwavering in this energy, is what Spirit said as I was closing that out. So just wanted to share that with you guys there. Yeah, I'm just going to jump into it and see what wants to come out. I do have some notes here. Uranus channeled through saying he is setting us free. That's the collective message that came through. We are receiving mega downloads through the sun, through the great central sun, through our spiritual sun, Sirius. I mean, it's just boom, 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 right? And that could make some of you tired, make some of you hyper, or you know, wanting to be busy, but there's the bodies and saying no, let's take a break. It's going to be, and I'm just going to keep saying it, you know, everyone's going to have their own version of how this plays out for them, right? But let's take a look at some themes that July, the 7/7 portal, what was that? Okay, Uranus, you know, let's just take a look at what themes will be playing out, can be playing out this month, or even just right now for the divine counterparts. My gosh, this deck is wonky. Getting it going. There we go. It's been a while since I've been at this table. Yeah, I thought I'd change the scenery for this this video. Hopefully, after next week, I can start doing videos outside. I have a new patio set, so I'm just waiting on the umbrella. So that'll be nice to be able to sit out there on cool days and not have my device overheat, or at least have the shade. Maybe we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I get tired of being cooped up here. It's so hot here. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Anyway. Stellar Gateway activation, infinite potential manifestation vortex. Yes, we are in a intense, insanely crazy manifestation portal right now, for sure. So watch your thoughts. It's funny. I used to hate people when they said, we hate it when people said that to me, but I found that it was true and it wasn't true. It's how long you stay in those lower thoughts. That's what matters. If you have a negative thought, that's okay. You're human. It's all right. We all do. Forgive yourself and move on. You know, it's no big deal. But if you stay there and if you ruminate, I'm going to tell you, for some people, Uranus and Gemini is going to be a mind fuck. It's going to, some people are going to feel like they're going crazy. I'm just going to put that out there. I will make a note of that for my friend who is a therapist, my therapist. I love her to pieces, and it's just, but those people are going to need people like you, the sun, the lighthouse, the guide, who's been there, done that, got the T-shirt, and rode the rides, right? They're going to need those of us who have gone through it already to let them know that you're okay. If it's physical things, go to the doctor, get it checked out. I just saw 1111 on the ticker. But I talked to a friend this morning, and even she's saying, so she's got MS, and she's even saying, if this were an MS flare, typically I would say this is an MS flare, but it's acting different. So she knows it's not her MS, and that she knew who to call me, because she's saying, okay, what's going on up there? And then when I, let her, gave her the guidance that I was asked to give her, then it made sense to her. People are going to need us. Look at that. Look how bright that is. Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. That's where to be. Heart of Source, right inside of you, right in the center of you. Let it shine. Let it blow apart any limitations. Earth Star activation. I love this. So I've got Archangel Metatron with a stellar gateway up here. I've done this before, I feel like, in a twin flame video. And I've got Archangel Sandalphon's energy with the Earth Star chakra, which is below our feet, about 10 to 12 inches below our feet, if you need to put a measurement on it. And then you've got the Heart of Source. Oh, don't fall. Come here. And you've got the Heart of Source right in the middle of them. And what do Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon do? They light our chakra pillar. They light our pillar that connects us to Father Sky and Mother Earth. Can you make that up? I just can't. I mean, that's just, why am I getting a huge deja vu? Did these 3 cards come out another time for you guys? Anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. I've been getting her a lot in my own personal readings. So this is a very powerful time to tap into the divine feminine energies within all of us. Really lighting up from the inside. And yeah, love that. Very strong, confident, grounded energy. It is important. I love that the Earth Star chakra is here, or the activation is here, because it is important to stay grounded while we go through these intense downloads that we're receiving through, this gateway this tomorrow. So we're heading into the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. It'll open up at the end of the month. Take a look at other things. Well, this certainly wants to come out. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, you're gonna have to be very mindful of your dedication through your process. Your hard work is paying off, and communication is key. New moon in Gemini. There's that Gemini energy. We've got the new moon in Capricorn, but we do have the full moon in Capricorn coming in. And what is that one in the deck? You think I'd remember this? Of course I don't. I should. doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's just all your hard work that you've put into this is definitely paying off. It's like that your commitment is being tested. Is, Uranus is at the 29th degree, 57 minutes. I mean, it's right there. It's right there. And the friction from moving from a earth sign into an air sign is like the polarization of it is just going to be, it's the only thing I can say is like, it's going to be really tight, constricted a little bit for a moment, and then before things move forward. It's important that during that transition, and I'm talking within the next few hours to days here, because, but we'll, just a reminder, Spirit's coming through with a reminder that once Uranus goes retrograde, and I still haven't looked this up, I think it's at the end of the year, it'll go back into Taurus, so we can finalize, because this Uranus in Gemini is going to be so fast that we're going to need a break from it come fall, early winter, and to get our footing and get grounded in the new downloads that we've got coming in. And then in the spring of 2026 is when Uranus settles back into Gemini for the next 8 years. So just hang in there. Everything that you've been working forward toward is certainly about to come into harvest time. We do have Mercury in Gemini, which is no, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. Mercury is retrograde in Leo. But I don't know what I was going to say there. I just kind of left. We do have the Voyage of the Heart, another theme. So this is definitely a heart opening. You can't. The heart's got to lead now. There's no more question about it. The heart needs to lead. It's been everywhere. So many of the readings that I've been doing, the zodiac readings, I've just finished them. They're not all uploaded, but it's just so much movement, so many new adventures, heart openings, new beginnings. It's incredible. It was straight across the board. But like I said, Uranus just keeps reminding me I'm at that critical degree, he's saying, and it's uncomfortable. Watch how you're talking to yourself. Watch how you're expressing or explaining the situation to yourself or even to others. I feel like it's more like how you're communicating to yourself and how you're communicating to your divine counterpart is so important. Let that communication come from the heart space. There's no other way. I'm hearing there's no other way. Just writing it down. Heart-centered communication. Thank you, Spirit. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Look at that new portal. Look at that new life. All your hard work, the light at the end of the tunnel, the pot of the gold at the end of the rainbow, all your hard work is paid off. Blessings will be flowing into you and into this connection. This is your time. I'm hearing this is your time. One more deck. This is going to be a long video. Might want to grab you're going to know that by the time you click on it. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, whatever you need. There's the Divine Masculine showing himself there with a man holding a heart. themes for the twin flames right now showing up for the 7-7 portal. All tied up in the reverse. I'm hearing all systems a go. All systems a go. Okay, reading done. It's a number 23, so number 5 card. Endings, beginnings, walking away. Yeah. There's the throat chakra. Communication. There's conversations that the divine masculine have. Number one, you're going to start hearing conversations in your heart, even in your your energy field, from your divine masculine. I'm feeling like telepathy coming in, conversations saying that. It could be from divine masculine, male or female, doesn't matter, but I'm no longer bound to another situation. I've walked away, I'm coming toward you. So there's conversation that wants to come through here, and they want to say that you've been on their mind. You've been on their mind. Let's take a look at divine masculine then, since he showed up here in that man holding a coin. What is the divine masculine's energy, spirit? Eight of Pentacles. Putting a lot of work in. Putting a lot of work in. Well, their hard work is paying off. Death. Transformation. Four of Swords. It's taken its toll. It's taken its toll. I need a way out. I'm looking for a way out. I'm finding a way out. I'm determined. Seeing things clearly with the Justice card here. I'm hearing. Seeing things clearly. Page of Swords. I may be watching you on social media, he's saying. I've discovered who I can trust and who I can't. This dude is taken poison by people he probably thought were friends, comrades, brothers in arms, people who had their back, maybe family. It's taken its toll. Needing to take a rest. I've been quiet, I've been silent, but man, you are on my mind. This is what I'm thinking about. This is what I'm thinking about. That's what's on my mind. Conversation with the divine masculine here. What has this death been? It's going to be different for everyone, but overall energy of this death energy here. What is the cycle that's closed out? It's come at a price. I'm hearing it's come at a price. Some of them are saying that. Seeing the Five of Swords. Some of them are saying that they didn't know. They didn't think they would get out of what they were in. It's okay. I'm talking about maybe the situations they were in, but I'm also talking about this death energy, the shift, the transformation. I feel like it maybe had caused a lot of confusion, some disrupt. Of course, death usually does. It close one chapter, open a new one, right? This transformation is This transformation has taken its toll. What are these cards? Oh, look at that. Look at this. But still he rises. Divine Masculine is still rising. Determined to rise, I'm hearing. I may have been quiet. I've needed a break. I've needed a rest. I've needed to focus on maybe my work, project, myself. I needed to be diligent about where I was putting my time and energy. I'm seeing the strategy card in this energy oracle deck, the strategy card. They've had to do something very strategically, but I feel like it's more, it was very spiritual though. It was very spiritual, very enlightening. Look at that, enlightenment. There's that sun. There's been a lot going around this masculine energy, the sun, like the vision I was given. But yet, still he rises. Still he learns and he sees things from a higher perspective. For some of them, oh my gosh, for some of them I'm hearing I've been saved. So some of them may certainly have had a come to Jesus moment, and that's beautiful. Wow. Wow. That's what that death is. Total transformation. Spiritual awakening. Awakening to what? To who they are, to who you are to them, to what they want. Advice. Spirit's leading them in a new direction. Their advice from Spirit is to follow. Listen to the heart. Tell the universe what you really want, Divine Masculine. Tell them this is what you want. Maybe they're not sure. I don't know. That's for somebody. Maybe they're not sure. Your advice is to forge a new path. Forgive me. Have the balls to embark on a new journey. Sorry, male or female. It's what I'm hearing. It's what I'm hearing. Outcome here for the Divine Masculine. Look at that, look at that. Seriously. The Magician, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, really manifesting the life that they desire. They're doing it. They're doing it. 8 to 9 of Pentacles here on the table for the Divine Masculine. I feel like whatever this transformation, this death was for them, this enlightenment, this awakening, they've had to, quite even, possibly even had to rebuild the reserve, like inner reserve, but also financial reserve. They've needed to build their nest egg for some of them, I'm hearing. Oh, I love that. It's been a labor of love, they're saying. It's been a labor of love. They've become the master. definitely manifesting and alchemizing a new um, direction and situation between the two of you. Let's take a look at the Divine Feminine here. What is the Divine Feminine's overall energy in this connection, Spirit? Whoa. Hangman. I want to. She may look like she's not doing much of anything, but there's a lot going on internally. I love this card because it always says to me, that's not an easy thing to do. You've had to practice. All your hard work is paying off. You made it. You've got yourself into that position and you're holding it. Every muscle has got to talk to the bone structure. It's got to talk to the ligament. Everything's got to be in alignment and balanced. And it's like if you ever stacked rocks. What's that called? A cairn, 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 I think it's called. You know, the balancing of the rocks. The energy around is what's supporting them. It's not easy. I've watched my son-in-law do it. It took over an hour just to do a few rocks. It's being energetically connected. So Divine Feminine has been tapping in, tuning in, turning herself on, and connecting with the all that is within her and outside of her. Ooh, just got chills up my spine. I do want to say she's leveling up in her vibration here. Definitely feeling that. Look at that. Look at that. Ace of Wands is a situation. There's a level up in vibration, is it not? Opportunity to cash in on that. To cash in on that frequency. How do I feel about that? Doesn't matter how I feel about that. I think it's the way, the wording that was used, cashing in on that. Okay. It's okay to cash in on that. 2 aces and 1 major arcana. And we're just 3 cards in. Divine Feminine is rising up, which we've been talking about, right? And of course you can watch this for your inner masculine and feminine energies. Temperance, balance. There's that balance, the energetic balance, alchemical balance. He's the Magician. Temperance. That alchemical balance. She's feeling it. She may not have for a little bit, but I feel like I want to say the energy is picking up. There's a momentum. Oh shit. See the cards in my hand. Page of Wands. There's a message coming in, and this is from a grown-ass adult. Typically this card is a child, but this is a very mature page. This is an emperor that wants a new adventure. You know what I mean? Not afraid to learn new things, not afraid to start new projects, not afraid to tap into new levels of self, connect more to spirit. There's a message coming in. Gosh, the lightning from the Temperance, and then I've got this Tower here. Lightning strikes something. This is Uranus. All right, Uranus. Let's talk. There's freedom here with the Tower, shaking up things. But you know what? You're just so calm and cool and collected, centered, balanced, at peace. But there might be some communication that comes in that might rattle your cage a little bit, or in the past it may have rattled your cage, but you're more mature now. I like that. I like how that feels coming through. Our hard work is paying off. Our hard work has been the internal, for the most part, right? The divine feminine energy wakes up typically first, male or female. It's the inner spiritual work. It's the inner child work. Not saying that masculine doesn't do that. They certainly do. But just on a whole different level, I feel. Because the feminine energy assists. I guess how I want to say that. Excuse me. The masculine energy is the one that does the ground. They ground the union energy. They do the physical, working projects. For some odd reason right now I'm having a hard time really explaining that, because it feels like an old belief. So perhaps that's shifting. Talk to me about this Tower for the divine feminine's energy here. Uranus's energy. I feel like this is the be the calm in the storm. Being the calm in the storm. I feel like for some of you divine feminines, I want to say your phone's going to be ringing off the hook, because people are going to need your guidance. You're going to need to be that calm in the storm for others. The Tower, Two of Pentacles. This is not a time to dilly-dally when it comes to your mission. Plain and simple, all right? Queen of Pentacles here. Thank you. I don't know. I heard something and then it just went out. So it's like Mercury likes to mess with my mind. And it's pre-shadow phase, and here we are. Divine feminine, nurture yourself. That's your advice from spirit. Keep just doing what you're doing, taking care of yourself. Gosh, you're just birthing so much beautiful newness here. Opportunity to maybe work with others on building your, for some I'm hearing your name, others it's maybe a business, but it'll build your resources. Thank you. I wanted a better word than money, because that felt so old worldish. Resources. Outcome for the divine feminine. The High Priestess of Five of Wands. Yeah, you're seeing through everybody's bullshit right now. You can already see through the bullshit that's going on in the world. You're just a badass, just breaking down barrier after barrier after barrier. Really standing in your High Priestess mode. Remember, she's She's all-knowing. She doesn't need to go out and advertise it, right? She's like the empress. She sits and she receives. She's a little more this is about V being very tapped in and tuned in and turned on. Of course, you know, you've got the hangman here, and that's what we said earlier. Just really elevating. It's, you know, it's funny as I'm trying to speak and I'm having a hard time with my words. I'm hearing my own guide say that we need a new dictionary for you, and that's what I feel like. I feel like I don't have the right vocabulary downloaded yet. Thank you. To express the energies here. So I guess that's incoming for me, right? Let's take a look at the union energy. Oh, we're not too bad on time. I thought for sure that was a little longer than it was. Spirit saying slow down. Take a drink of water. Yep, slow down. They're just slowing me right down here. There's nothing to rush toward. It's all working out. Whole new cycle coming in for the connection. Whew. Right out the gate. Situation, just like the masculine's energies, Eight of Pentacles, your hard work. You just keep doing what you're doing. Keep honing your craft, your opportunity. Move forward with a open heart. Your opportunity, this connection, there could be some opportunity to express feelings here. It's funny, I don't have a great deal of communication that's happening between the two that's showing up yet. That just dawned on me. What else? Oh, okay, so they're having me change up the spread here. We're going to do 9 cards. All right. Let's just get them out and then we'll talk about them, all right? Hierophant. Four of Wands, union right in the middle. Stability. Working toward union. Right under the Eight of Pentacles. The Emperor. I do want to say that some divine masculines are still in a committed connection with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands there. We'll tap into that in a moment. But this is about claiming your union. Three of Cups. Celebration by the next holiday. We just had the 4th of July here. Oh, that's like half the deck. I did see the Temperance though. That's what the Divine Feminine has. 2 more cards. Where are they going here? Queen of Wands. And the Lovers. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Fool, Ace of Swords. All right, yeah, so there is a new direction. There's a clear path forward. A clear path forward here. It's coming. It's coming. Interesting. The Lovers is saying there's a crossroads. Why is that? The Sun. But it works out. Choose the Sun. There's that Sun again. This is like kind of vibing with the Divine Masculines reading over here, because I've got the Emperor here, I've got the Eight of Pentacles that he's got, I've got the Sun that he's got. There's a choice. I want to say the masculine energy. I want to say both of them, because I've got the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Lovers, and the Sun in this future row here. This is, they're choosing, both are choosing union. Both are choosing love, hope, joy, happiness. The work that you've put in had a purpose, and that was to ground the energies. It was to set the stable foundation for the shift that's happening here. I want to take a look at this Hierophant. We did not have him out before, did we? Oh. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands. Oh, Two of Cups, High Priestess, Judgment, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. This feels like choosing a new path. Choosing the path that lights you up, the one that your soul is calling you toward. Hierophant, High Priestess, divine, not divine, that's bigger than divine, sacred union here. A resurrection, a reconciliation. Nine of Cups, happiness, Page of Pentacles. New path, new communication, starting fresh. Let's get together and have a conversation. Let's get together and have, talk about some things. This isn't about talking about the past. This is about, the Page of Wands, or Ace of Wands and Page of Wands are looking that way, toward the future. There's conversation about the future between the counterparts here. I feel it may come through telepathically. Just said that somewhere else. I don't know if I said it here earlier or if one of the zodiac readings. They're all kind of blurring in together right now. All of a sudden, by the next holiday, Three of Cups. I don't even know what that is. Well, Labor Day. If you call that, I don't know. 3 months. July, August, September. I don't know. That's not quite 3 months. October. What's this Three of Cups here for the union energy? Two of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles and strength. It's gonna take some time. but the foundation's already been set. Union is imminent. If you're on this twin flame path, that's one thing that Spirit doesn't let me forget. Physical union is imminent. Inner union is imminent. I feel like the masculine energy in all of us has had a heart activation. I can attest to that. There's new doorways opening up, quite possibly for um, it's like you might have thought your mission, your purpose here was for one certain thing. I feel like I'm getting this energy of new doorways opening up, like your mission evolves, like while you're here, right? The work that you're here to do changes. And it's because of that heart activation, right? It takes you out of the shadows, takes this union out of the shadows and out into the open. Oh, 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 please. Wow. That was big for me to just had to make sure I didn't stop the camera and then restart a new video. No, I paused it. I got really excited there because a heart activation, whether you've had it already, you're going through it, or you're about to go through it, you'll know. You'll certainly know. I mean, we've got Kundalini activations, heart activations going on right now, especially with this Uranus and the 7-7 portal and all that. A heart activation takes this union out of the shadows and out into the open. And it's celebrated. It is celebrated. That might feel a little too much, overwhelming at first. Oof, oof. Oh, wow. To the masculine. I had to finish my sentence. That may feel very overwhelming to the mask. I feel like I can say there's not, so I don't even know how I would talk about this later on, like moving forward, but there's like, yes, there's the masculine, the feminine energy, but it's so blended now, it's just union. Does that make sense? But the foundation has been set. It's celebrated when this becomes public. It could be overwhelming to the masculine, especially if your divine masculine has been in another connection. There's some communication that needs to be had here. Well, here we go. We've got the throat chakra, right? Why is the emperor feeling overwhelmed here? It's kind of like cat's got his tongue, he can't speak. What's going on here? 8 of Wands. So, communication. 5 of Pentacles. Oof. He's going to have to own up to a lot of things that he's done in the past. And he wants to, they want to, but I feel like just, old patterns, of course, it's okay. It's natural. Old patterns might come back in and try to instill some old fear. They may hem and haw about it for a minute, but I want to say that because the foundation has been solidly grounded energetically here, that only lasts for a moment. It doesn't stick. There is a new beginning, there's a reconciliation, there's a resurrection of this union here. Lover, Sun, Two of Cups, High Priestess, Hierophant, higher level connection for sure. Definitely a new cycle coming in. Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, success. Oof. Yeah, there's some old energies that are just creeping around. I feel like that the universe is going to take care of them though, and even that. I, Part of it, I do want to say that the universe doesn't have to do that much of a job anymore, because we have stepped up, we have taken our responsibility, we have dug up what didn't work and planted something that was very solid and grounded and worth and worthy of our time and our effort. Moving forward for this union, what can they expect from this Uranus and Gemini energy? Let's just take a look at that a little bit. Six of Swords, communication that moves things forward into better times. Heart-centered communication. Did I write that down? Heart-centered communication. Yep, I did. There you go. After endings, oh, look at that. There's a transformation that has to happen, that's coming, that balances everything out. What you've put out into this energy, into this union, is coming back to you tenfold. We do have the full moon in Capricorn coming up on the 10th, with the Three of Wands here. So I know new moons are about releasing, so do a releasing manifestation ritual with the moon, so you can bring this in, so whatever is blocking this can be dissolved very easily. I'm hearing it doesn't feel like there's a great deal of work left to do. I'm not saying we'll never not be doing work on our journeys and our unions. Once we are in physical union, it's not like we just sit back and start eating bags of chips and say, yeah, okay, just let it, but we still have to put the effort in. We still have to be conscious of our thoughts, words, actions. But it just becomes who we are. We become union first and foremost, right? Final messages for those that this is resonating for. That's way too many. I don't know. I almost feel like this might be not the deck. Well, there we go. Let's see what we got here. The jewel. Oh, there's a lot more than I thought. The jeweled web connectivity. Like I was talking about with the Hangman here, about how he's connected with everything within him and everything around him. He's not rocked off his center because there's waves. He's centered within everything. So connect and remember that you are connected with all that is. Gathering around a power of community. Isn't that the sweet card? Can you see that clearly? I don't know. Can you see that? If I remove my eyes, I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. But it's so sweet. Again, there's just this connectivity. Eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. Oh, can you see that? Can you see that? In here, there's a polar bear. Can you see that? wolf, polar bear. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm getting both. I can't see it that way, but I see it there. Do you see what I'm seeing? I want to say that you're protected. Your perception is protected. I'm just like laser focused. I'm just like seeing, if you could be inside like a 35 millimeter camera as the lenses are twisting and turning, and what I'm being shown, getting something in focus, seeing things very, very clearly. Gemini, communication, thought forms. Something about seeing clarity, seeing things clearly, but rising above the fray. It's like that visual that was given to me, that sun in the middle, and there's just other stuff, the fray is around it. Imagine that sun, it's a light, it's a beacon, it's a beam that just shines up. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I hope you can follow me there. And then we've got the crossing initiation. We are stepping in to and through a new portal. And there it is. Step right through. It's okay. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle. Yeah. Definitely closing out some cycles, entering into new cycles. Again, just a very little bit here with the communication, but definitely fast forward. Things are going to feel very quickening coming up once Uranus, in the next few weeks when Uranus is in Gemini. It's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air. I'm hearing. That's how I'm channeling it. Others are saying not so good stuff about it, but I'm just channeling what I'm channeling. Where do I want to put it? A breath. Yeah. I haven't done any research on it. I'm just giving you what I'm channeling. And take it, leave it, doesn't matter. Either way, it's what you need for your journey. So, however you need to receive it or not. Movement toward adventure. There's movement. Things are changing, for sure. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah. So, got nothing to say. I will talk to you next time, everyone. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful month. We'll see if they want me to tap into those energies again at any point in time this month. I haven't gotten any downloads yet about it, but when Spirit speaks, I take action. So we'll see, right? I love you so much. We'll talk to you next time.